And that takes me to the last point. Values-based leadership. Can each and every one of you repeat these words? Readers are leaders.
Readers are leaders.
Leaders are readers. Readers are leaders. Please go. Readers are leaders.
Readers are leaders.
Leaders are readers.
Leaders are leaders.
Thank you very much. You cannot become a purposeful solution provider if you have no grasp of the issues. You will need to understand which aspects of the environment are changing. You will need to understand how we can be able to devise solutions and where solutions elsewhere, even out of the continent, have been devised so that you can contextualize them within our communities. If you don't read, you will not know. If you don't read, you will argue from a point of not a stronger position and you will lose. We must read to understand issues. If you read, you can lead. If you don't read, you cannot lead. Did you hear that? Leaders are readers. So you must read very hard and understand all the subjects you are taught, even the ones that may not be your favorite subject. I was very impressed to listen to the poem expressed in French. That was a moving poem. But when we were in school, we used to run away from French classes. But it was a compulsory subject. And so we learned it by force, but it is today that I noticed that French is a very crucial subject, that even though we're running away from the French class, it's becoming meaningful because we work in different countries that have different linguistic barriers when it comes to language. The point I am making is that you do not study a subject just because you love it. You study a subject because you can use it to acquire more knowledge, you can get more knowledge from it, and that is what is important. So you must do that knowing that you are not reading for yourself, but reading to achieve your purpose of creating opportunities for many. And this is values-based leadership, that you can be able to take charge even when nobody is standing behind you. You will face those who will tell you, how can you be doing this without money? You will face those who will tell you, how can you be doing this? Hakuna mpesa, hakuna kazi. How do you do this without having money? Why are you doing it? Government is supposed to do it. It's a syndicalist idea. Let's fold our arms because someone has to do it for us. Those are called naysayers. And these naysayers will ridicule you whether you like it or not. When you wear red, they will complain. When you wear yellow, they will complain. When you wear green, they will complain. They will talk about everything but themselves. That's the real world. I'm talking to you about the real world. I'm not here to fantasize a kind of an illusionary world that doesn't exist yet. I'm telling you what I have seen. And I'm using it to encourage you because that's what you will face. But I want you to develop that resilient mindset that when you face it, it's okay. And you will not be discouraged. They will tell you that nothing can work. But always remember, how many of you here love football? Please put up your hand. Don't be shy. You are solution providers. Anyway, it must not be football. How many of you here love any kind of game, whether it's basketball or it's rugby or anything? Oh, why you guys don't support Arsenal and all those crazy teams? Anyway, I'm kidding. The point is this, on a serious note, what I'm trying to say here, if you take the analogy of the football team, 11 players on one side and 11 on another side, with a full packed stadium of over 60,000 people. When you look at the players playing, they play the ball diligently with intent to win. Those who make the noise are not the players, they are those in the seated and chanting and calling names and even blaming, and most of them sometimes cannot even kick the ball. But they're the ones who make a lot of noise, they're the ones who will abuse others, but the players keep playing. And at the end of the day, the players are the ones who win the trophy. You must focus and steer off naysayers and focus on studying hard as a stepping stone to becoming a purposeful solution provider, leveraging the environmental dimension, and your success will amaze you. As this African proverb goes, the one who wants to lift a rock must start by lifting stones. By lifting stones, you can lift a rock. By crawling, a baby learns to stand. This proverb is your marching orders. It is your marching orders for you to become a purposeful, responsible solution provider that Africa and the world urgently needs today. You must start by building on what you are already doing and maximizing the opportunities you have now as students, and apply yourself to perform exceptionally well in all the subjects that you study. But always remember, I know that you are not learning for yourself. Yes, you are not learning for yourself. I came from a small village called Jinquin, but I'm here today. And I'm providing solutions not to myself or to my family. I'm offering solutions to the world. I'm working for an institution. We are working for the world. You can be working for the world. Elizabeth just spoke here today. She is just an individual, but doing what you can do in her capacity. You will do the same thing, but you need to know that you can do it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, the guest of honor, for those words of inspiration. I believe today we will look at issues of life.